Hi guys, good morning and welcome to Read Bible with Me channel, and welcome to today's video, that is how to study Bible, the beginner's guide, step 2. So I hope you have already watched step 1 video that me showing how to do or how to study the beginner's guide as a step 1, and also I have added all the worksheets that you needed for that. So, and also I shown you how to do that with an example of Ephesians chapter 1. So today I'm gonna show you the next step of studying Bible, the beginner's guide. So if you haven't watched that video yet, please you can go there and watch the step 1 video. I will definitely add the link by the end of the video. So let's see what's the step 2. The first step is finish the step 1. Yes, so when you're a beginner, you definitely need to finish the step 1 to do step 2. And next is start with verse by verse or study verse or vision. So once you have studied or once you have read the Bible using step 1, you read you know something about that chapter, like a superficial meaning of that particular chapter you have studied or you have gone through. So now you are told that if you wanted to study something more, please note it down. When you go through this step 2, you can study anything, any Bible verse. Even you can study your favorite Bible verse, and even you can study the Bible verse which you have noted down, or even you can study the verse by verse from the chapter. So anyhow you can study the Bible in the step 2. So you need to decide whichever you want to study. So like in the step 1, in step 2 you don't have to start from step 1. You don't have to start from verse 1. You can just do any verse whichever you want, because now you know a superficial meaning of that chapter, so it doesn't matter which verse you are studying. So select one verse, or even you can study your vision. So you know that you have written down the vision in the step 1, so you can select one point from that vision, so and then you can study that vision or that point from that vision. So that's the step second point of step 2. Then third one is find the question from the verse to study. So when you read the verse, so you might get so much of questions from that verse, like so much of doubts. How it happened? What is that? What does that mean? How, when, how? You will get so much of doubts. So usually when you get that doubt, you will keep that doubt and you will turn the page. So but when you start studying the Bible in this worksheet, you have to write down that question. So next is the find the question from the verse to study. So whichever verse you have selected, you will have all the many doubts about that verse. Write down all those doubts or that questions in the paper. So there is definitely a worksheet for this one too. I will show you that in a minute. Before that, let me finish. Next is find all the connection verse. You have to find out all the connection verse. If you see a Bible study Bible, you can see the reference verse in the Bible study in that Bible study book. So I will show you this as example. So in here, if Psalms, you see there is small letter in here, the first verse A. So that means this is the reference Bible verse. That means you can see it's a connection Bible verse to here, and based on that you can study so many of the connection verse. So here comes another thing. If you are a regular Bible reader, you will get some connection verse in your head, on your head. So please note down that. So that's why regular Bible reading is important while doing your Bible study, because when you have that habit of regular Bible reading, or if you're having that habit of memorizing the verse, when you come to this stage, find all the connection verse, you will definitely get that memory of all those verses connecting to this, even whichever you cannot find in the study Bible. That's why reading the Bible regularly is important. And also, if you're not a regular Bible reader, or even if you cannot remember the Bible verse, maybe everyone doesn't have the memory capacity to remember all the things. Everybody is having some problem. I think you get my point. So it's okay if you doesn't remember. That doesn't mean that you are not a good believer. You are a good believer. That's why you are studying the Bible. You are having the heart to study Bible or read the Bible. That shows that you are a good believer. So don't worry about that. If you cannot remember that, please make use of Bible, study Bible, commentary Bible. There is wide sources available in the internet too. You can find the connection verse or reference verse from the internet. You please make use of that and write down. Next step is write down the book, chapter and verse. Once you go through all this, please write down those. Instead of just keep on going through, you just write down that book, chapter and verse. Next is write your vision. So now you have written down the connection verse, the book, chapter and verse. Next step is write down your vision, what you see from that verse, and also the connection verses. By connecting those, what are the vision you are getting, or what are the vision God is giving to you, that you write it down. Then next is write the answer and summary. Yes, here we find the question and you wrote down all the questions. Now it's the time to answer all those questions. If you didn't get all the answer for all the questions, please keep on searching until you get that answer and until you get that satisfaction. Then you write down the summary. The summary what you found from the vision and the summary you found from your answer, everything all together, write down the summary. And here also next one is write the prayer you found. So every study you will definitely going to find a new prayer, or the new way of doing prayer, or new method of doing prayer from that Bible study. Write down those in here too. Do not copy the same prayer you did in the step 1. Do not copy that, but you can, if you see same kind of prayer, definitely you can write it down, but always look deep into that Bible study and see what are the new prayer you find out from the Bible. Next is note down the topic you want to study in the future. And yeah, you always should note down that topic you wanted to study. That is how you will develop that habit, or you will increase the knowledge about Bible. It's not just about Bible. In your regular life also, if you are having any doubt, if you make note of that and if you spend some time to answer those, you will increase your knowledge, right? Same way only in the Bible study too. Please note down the topic you want to study. So next is the key. So based on the same thing only, I wrote it down as key, and there are some extra keys. I will tell you that by showing you the worksheet. Okay, this is the worksheet, second worksheet based on step 2. So like I said, book, chapter and verse, write on that, and write down the study verse which you are planning to study on that particular day. Then next, write down all those questions down. Then next is, so when you write the questions, you should write down, so that I have mentioned in the key, you can see I have mentioned all those keys here. So again, you can see, write all the doubts you have in mind from the study verse. So when you, like I said, using these keys, you can write it down. So whatever doubt it's coming in your mind, maybe it likes silly, maybe it likes unnecessary, but maybe you cannot know, maybe you, whatever you feel like silly for you or even silly for others, maybe can bring up some amazing answers or bring up some amazing messages. So please write down the questions whichever is coming to your mind. Then next is connection versus reference. So like I said, find the connection verses from your memory, from Bible study, or study Bible commentary from internet, anywhere, whichever sources you can find out. The memory Bible verses would be better, but that doesn't mean that you cannot search on other things. That doesn't mean like that, but you can definitely find out and write down that book and chapter and verse. Then next is your vision. Then once you answer that, next answer all the questions which you have made, and find the answer for all the questions whichever you have made. Then write down the summary and prayer, like the prayer, the new prayer you see from that Bible study. And I also want to show you that I have added 2 more headings here: characteristics of God and God's advice in here. So when I did first, when I made this worksheet, at first I didn't add that, but later I decided to add those 2 also, because yeah, it's still we are in the process of studying Bible, so yeah, we need that 2 also in here. So in the worksheet you will get everything correctly, but in this video I have to add this by the end of the video, and also I added that in the keys, but in the printout you will get exactly as the correct one. So this is the worksheet. I have also included this worksheet in the worksheet link in my description box that will take you to that worksheet page of my blog. You will get that link from bottom of that note, so you can directly get, or you can get that printout. You can take that printout and get ready. I will show you another example from any Bible verse from the Ephesians chapter 1st. Only one Bible verse I will show you, and yeah, as an example, and so that you will get an idea, or your doubts will get clear about this. So make sure you get ready with your printouts. So I will come in the next video with that how to study the Bible, beginner's guide step 2 session 1 video. Until then, it's bye bye. Have a wonderful great day. God bless you. Bye.